What's up, guys? This is the Galaxy's Greatest Austin Peffer, joined by Shane DeVoe once again for our Week 9 predictions. Last week, I would have gone 13-0, but I went 12-1 because I accidentally picked the Jets on the Pigskin Pick'em. And him, well, he should have been 12-1, but he switched to the Ravens before the game on the Pigskin Pick'em, so he went 13-0. Guess that's just life, you know? But yes, you lead the Pigskin Pick'em with 76 wins. I'm right behind you at 74. But let's forget last week. Let's move on to this week, Week 9.
I just got breaking news from Adam Schefter. Deshaun Watson has just torn his ACL in practice due to non-contact injury. And, well, there goes the season for them.
Wow. Yeah, that changes everything.
And you have him in your fantasy pick, don't you?
I picked him up in fantasy this week because Tom Brady's on a bye. And then he gets hurt. As soon as I buy into Deshaun Watson, this could not only ruin the Texans' season, but this could ruin Deshaun Watson's career. Because we know how mobile quarterbacks, when they get that first injury, everything can go downhill. Praying for him. Hopefully that's not the case. He's a really good guy. Best of luck to you, Deshaun Watson. Let's start with Buffalo at New York. Buffalo. Yeah, Buffalo's just a better team right now, but the Jets could win. Atlanta at Carolina.
I'm going to go with Carolina.
I'm going Carolina too. Atlanta, they're just choke artists. Like, they just choke all the time. I can't trust picking them. They got kind of lucky to beat the Jets last week, so I got to go with the safe pick and go Carolina. Cincinnati at Jacksonville. Jacksonville's coming off a bye. I think their defense might be a little too much. I got to go Jacksonville.
Saxonville.
All right. Denver at Philadelphia. I'm going to go Philly.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Osweiler will be starting for the Broncos this week. It could be a close game. Denver really needs a win, but I got to go with Philly. Baltimore at Tennessee. I think I'm going Tennessee. I think this game could go either way, though.
I'm picking Tennessee. I just don't know the condition of Joe Flacco at this point, considering he got massively hit in the head. He's under a concussion protocol. If it turns out to be he's able to play by Saturday, I'm going to probably pick the Ravens.
Okay. We'll move on to the Indianapolis Colts at the Houston Texans. This game really changed because it looks like Tom Savage will be playing.
Now, with Deshaun Watson out,
I think I gotta still go with the Texans.
Well, as of now, what we just got from Adam Schefter, that's basically turned the season up on its end right now for that whole division. I'm going to also pick the Texans, but I won't be surprised now if Indianapolis Colts have now a breath of air that they can actually win a game.
But Andrew Luck's also out for the season.
Yeah.
I guess it's probably for the best, though.
Yep. Hopefully we'll find out next year.
Yeah, keep them rested, get them ready for next year, and the Colts will probably go low in the draft to pick early, and if they want, they could trade that pick and get more picks and build up their roster, because let me tell you, they need some help. And coaching staff, yeah,
they're under fire.
Expect that to change up a good bit for next season. We'll move on to the LA Rams at the New York Giants. I gotta go with the Rams. They're just a better team. Both teams are coming off a bye, so who knows? Something weird could happen, but I gotta go with the Rams here.
Rams.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. Saints are red hot, and the Buccaneers are red.
Cold.
Well, the color red.
Yep.
Gotta go with the Saints.
Saints, no doubt. Drew Brees.
Arizona at San Fran. This one's kind of a hard game to pick, but I know Garoppolo likely won't start this game just because he just got traded to the team. I'm not expecting him to go in right away. I'm gonna go with Arizona. You know, they're pretty rested. I kind of like them a little more, but I could easily see this go either way. I could see the Niners getting their first one in the season here.
I could see Arizona also, like you said, like Arizona could win this, but also the 49ers could get their first win of the year. But I'm glad to go with the Cardinals.
All right. Washington at Seattle. Seattle, in my eyes, might be the Super Bowl favorite now. Picking up Dwayne Brown off the trade from the Texans right after just a day after their game. Yeah, I got to go with Seattle here.
Seattle.
Kansas City at Dallas. My eyes, game of the week here. I think Dallas is going to upset. I know they're going to be without Ezekiel Elliott, but I think the Cowboys will be fine without Zeke, and the Cowboys are in a more must-win situation than the Chiefs, I would say. I think it can go easily either way. I can easily be wrong about this, but I'm going to take a chance and say the Cowboys upset.
I'm also picking the Cowboys to upset, but again, I won't be surprised if the Kansas City Chiefs win because they are favored to win by 3 points. So I'm going to go with Dallas just to see the upset.
And next up, we have the Oakland Raiders at the Miami Dolphins. I think I got to go with the Raiders here.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Derek Carr and Khalil Mack.
I think this could be the game where the Raiders could turn their season around, and they need this, because if they don't win here, they're done. And probably the same with the Dolphins, although I think the Dolphins are already done.
They're done. Since they lost to the Buffalo and Jets, and again, it's going to be the Patriots later on in the year. It's over.
And finally, we have the Lions at the Packers. I know it's in Lambeau, and I know Packers are coming off a bye, but I think the Lions are just a safe pick. I don't trust picking the Packers, but I think they could steal a win here. But I got to go with the Lions.
I'm also going with the Lions. The Lions are not going to what happened last week at them going 4 or 5 trips into the end zone and not getting a single touchdown.
Red zone.
Yeah, red zone, end zone. Same premise, the same area, 20 yards.
If they would have went in the end zone that many times, there would be a much different outcome.
But I believe they're not going to let that happen again. They're going to try now they were trying last week, but they're now going to have a defense that is a lot different than Pittsburgh's. Not more quarterback focused on hitting the quarterback. They're going to be now in different coverages, which is going to give Matt Stafford a chance to get into the end zone.
All right. Yeah, I think you kind of nailed it. I just like the Lions offense to get the W here. Now, I know we kind of breeze through these Week 9 picks kind of quickly, but that's because we are also doing our mid-season predictions. So, as we look in the AFC right now, division winners right now would be the Steelers, the Patriots, I believe the Jaguars. The Jaguars and the Chiefs. And then for the NFC, well, you know what? Let's forget the NFC. We're just going to focus on the AFC right now. So, Steelers, Patriots, Chiefs, Jaguars, and I believe the 2 wild cards are the Titans and the Bills. Now, let's look at the division winners right now. Do you think that those will remain the same?
The ones I could actually see changing is maybe now with the loss of Deshaun Watson, that now basically secured Jacksonville now winning their division. They have nothing to worry about the Texans right now. But the one that I think really could actually possibly happen is the Patriots division. The Patriots could lose this division for the first time in years. But is it likely? No. But I would like to see it happen just for everyone to give Buffalo that chance of being higher seed in the playoffs so they don't have to worry about playing the Patriots.
All right. But, and you're sticking with Steelers and Chiefs for those
Steelers have that locked. The Chiefs have it locked down. There's no way they're losing them.
All right. I think the Steelers are a lock. Well, okay, I'm not going to say that. I don't want to jinx myself here. Because, you know, the Steelers, they tend to underachieve as of the last few years.
They're not a lock. Wink, wink.
The Chiefs, I'm sticking with them. The South is very interesting. Because I was going to say Houston, but now that Houston's out, with Watson's out, I should say, I don't feel too confident with Houston anymore. So it's a weird day for Houston. They're just celebrating the Astros winning their first World Series, and then
congrats to them last time. I watched that game. It was supposed to be a better game, but congrats to you guys for winning.
Congrats to the Astros. I think for the South, you know what? I'm going to go with the Titans.
You think Titans are going to now come back out and win this?
I think the Titans are going to get it, because I don't think their schedule's too bad from here on out. I think the only legitimate team I could think of that they're playing are the Steelers. And
Steelers are horrible against them.
Jacksonville one more time, but they already beat the Jaguars. And even though the Texans destroyed them, that's a much different Texans team.
Yeah. So we'll see when it comes around. We'll do this again about week 15 in the year. Then we'll be certain.
I'm going to go with the Titans, though. But everything else I think will remain the same. Patriots, Steelers, and Chiefs. Who are your 2 wild cards?
Wild cards, Buffalo Bills, if nothing changes in that division.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on, again, I might switch Buffalo Patriots depending on who wins that division.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, I have to say, well, I was going to say Houston, but now since Houston's gone, I'm going to have to go with the Titans. Not making
Going
it.
with the Titans? All right.
Music C.
I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. Bills have really impressed me this season. Did not expect them to be this good. Now, I mean, we still have another half of the season to go, but very impressed with them thus far. And you know what? I'm going bold here. I'm going with the LA Chargers, who will arise.
And go back to San Diego.
Maybe. I think the Chargers take the 6th seed. That's my bold prediction. I know I've been saying it for the past 2 weeks maybe, but I'm sticking with it.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. So let's move on to the NFC now. As of now, I believe it would be the Eagles winning the East, the Vikings winning in the North, the Saints in the South, and the
Vikings.
Is it? No, I already said Vikings in the North. Is it? I can't remember if it's Rams or Seahawks. I think the Seahawks have it right now after the bye.
I think no. Actually, the Rams do. The Rams actually have it.
Wait, no. It's the Seahawks. They're tied 5-2, but the Seahawks beat the Rams, so they have the tiebreaker. So it would be the Seahawks right now. And then the 2 wild cards, I believe, would be Rams and Panthers.
I'm going to have to go with you the same way. I believe that's actually how it's going to go.
You think that's exactly how that's going to go?
The first time we're going to have, actually not the first time, but we're going to have the first time in a while that one of the contenders for the Super Bowl, it won't be in the playoffs this year. And I'm referring to the Falcons, not the Patriots, because we know the Patriots are always going to be in the playoffs.
Actually, both Super Bowl teams from the year before missed it. If you remember,
yeah, that's right. Broncos and Panthers.
I think the Eagles stay in the East. You know, I think it all stays the same for the division winners. Eagles in the East.
Wild cards are up in the air at this point.
Vikings in the North, Seahawks in the West, and the Saints in the South.
Although the Saints and Seahawks could eventually, or Saints and the Rams, Seahawks and the Rams could actually switch later on if the Rams beat them. If the Rams beat them and have a better record by the end of the year, it could switch.
Potentially.
But we'll see. But I think the Seahawks have that locked down at this point.
And as for the South, I think the Saints and the Panthers are going to have a really tight race. But I'm going to go with the Saints here. Did you do something?
No, I feel like it popping.
Don't get injured in this video too. I don't want you to be out for the season as well. And then my 2 wild cards, I think there's going to be a slight change. I do have the Rams, but I'm going to take out the Panthers and put in the Cowboys. I think this Cowboys team is still good. I think they'll be fine without Zeke. I think they make the playoffs.
Okay. I'm not arguing with that there for you. Now, how is the playoffs going to end now? How are we going to go into the AFC Championship?
Okay,
and
well.
NFC Championship.
All right, I want to hear you first.
Okay.
What is your AFC Championship?
I'm going to have to go with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's got a lot to prove this year, considering that Ben is going to possibly retire. And if they claim the number 1 seed, which is what Pittsburgh wants, they want 1 or 2. If they get the number 1, even better. We're home for the rest of the playoffs. I have no doubt they'll make the AFC Championship. The other one, I think it's going to be Patriots again. Steelers and Patriots, second year in the playoffs. But I think Pittsburgh is going to beat them this year.
Oh.
And be the first time, and Ben will get over the hump of Brady and Belichick.
All right. I really want to go with the same exact thing. But I can't.
So Pittsburgh's out of the top 2 teams?
I'm going to have the Steelers make it in the AFC Championship, but sometimes you just got to go with Big Brother. I have the Patriots beating them once again.
And Ben finally saying goodbye to the league?
Potentially, yes. Most likely. And then we move on to the NFC. I'm going to start with mine first.
Okay.
I'm going to say, in the city of brotherly love, it will be the Philadelphia Eagles fighting against the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, the bird battle.
Battle of the Birds. And you know what? They do it. Philadelphia gets to the Super Bowl.
For the 2nd time in their franchise.
3rd time in their franchise. 2nd time in the 2000s, but 3rd time. Yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely picking the Eagles.
Okay.
It's a split decision right here of me. Minnesota or Seattle.
I did consider Minnesota for a second, but
if I had that feeling, I think it might most likely will be Seattle, but I have a feeling Minnesota's going to surprise people come playoff time.
Okay, okay.
And it's going to be the NFC Championship. Eagles and Vikings, or Eagles and Seahawks. Eagles are going to go into the Super Bowl.
All right, so you have a battle of Pennsylvania
In Minnesota.
in Minnesota, ironically.
For the championship. For
Wouldn't
all
that
the
be something
marbles.
if the Vikings got in the Super Bowl at
It'd be the
home?
first time ever a team got
It'd be
their
a
home
first
field.
time ever. That's right. So your Super Bowl, Steelers, Eagles. Who wins?
Obviously, I'm going to pick the Steelers, but if my heart tells me correct, I think this is the actual time the Eagles are actually going to celebrate for once in their lives.
All right.
They're going to beat their big brother, the Steelers, and claim they are the superior Pennsylvania team and win their very first Super Bowl with a second-year player who will win the MVP this season in Carson Wentz, and he will be the Super Bowl MVP also.
All right. And for me, it's the Philadelphia Eagles versus the New England Patriots. A rematch of Super Bowl 39. The Philadelphia Eagles look to finally get revenge on those Patriots and bring a Lombardi to the city of brotherly love. But they don't do it. The Patriots win.
Brady gets number 6.
Brady gets number 6.
Goes off as the greatest man ever and retires into the blaze of glory with Bill Belichick riding his ass.
And then the Patriots will suck for a few years, but that's okay.
But hey, also, anything can happen at this point, guys. We don't know.
Like I said in the beginning of the year, I have this theory that it's all a pattern. The Patriots, what happened when they won their first Super Bowl? They beat a team from the NFC West in the Rams. And then the next year, it was a Super Bowl between the AFC West and an NFC South team. And then the Patriots beat an NFC South team the year after. And then they beat an NFC East team in the Eagles. And then a few years later, we fast forward. What happened? The Patriots beat the Seahawks, an NFC West team. And then it was a Super Bowl between an AFC West team and an NFC South team. And then the Patriots beat an NFC South team in the Falcons. This year, the Patriots are going to beat an NFC East team. Now, earlier this season, I predicted the Giants. Obviously not happening now. But it can be the Eagles once again. Sorry. I'm going by patterns here.
We'll see what happens, though.
I guess we'll see what happens.
The Patriots didn't have horrible defenses when they were winning those games, though. This is the year where they have literally a horrible defense.
But they've made some improvements past couple of weeks. But they did lose Dante Hightower for the season, so
Who was rumored to come to Pittsburgh, that lying cheater.
I guess we'll just have to see. I guess before we go, who's your MVP for the season?
Why not Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentz proved this whole year the Eagles are a threat. And no one suspected the Eagles to be this better than last year.
I'm going to agree with you. Although I kind of want to say Russell Wilson, I got to go Carson Wentz. He's just playing lights out. I think I got to go Wentz. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for this week. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Galaxy's Greatest Austin Peffer and Shane DeVoe. And we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.